All right, guys, welcome to First and Goal. I'm your host, Flavo Rihanna, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. All right, this is the Super Bowl 55 preview show hosted by, once again, Flavo Rihanna. And wow, so I gotta say, this might honestly be the most highly anticipated Super Bowl that we've had in quite some time. And I've been watching the Super Bowl since as early as when the Patriots ended facing the Panthers. So it's been quite some time. So I can't remember any Super Bowl since, I don't know. Yeah, I would say Seattle and New England. That might be it. No, you know what? I'm gonna actually include the rematch, the Giants versus the Patriots. That may have been, a very highly anticipated matchup, only because of the fact I'm going to say the Giants were rematching with the Patriots back in 07. Yeah, the Patriots, were trying to go for the undefeated season, and the Giants stepped in the way, interrupting that undefeated season, having the Patriots finish out the season 18-1. But yeah, so for this Sunday, we're going to have Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It is still very hard to get over the fact on saying Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. After 20 years in New England, he is finally a Buccaneer. I don't know. For me, it's kind of hard to get used to, but we're ready at this point. So, look, there's a lot at stake right now because you have, at least for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team since, the Patriots in the early 2000s to repeat as Super Bowl champions, all right? Nobody in the last 18, 19 years has been able to say that they've been able to repeat as champions in the NFL. Yeah, I mean, it's more common in basketball. It's not that common in baseball, but for the NFL, it just shows you on how difficult it is to at least repeat. So, with that being said, the Kansas City Chiefs has a very tough task at them because they want to repeat as champs, but it just does not get any easier. You have Tampa Bay and their ruthless, defense, going after them, led by Todd Bowles, who is a blitz machine. All right, this guy's a blitz coach. This guy will attack you 90% of the time. But here's a caveat. Patrick Mahomes is very, very, very well against the blitz, all right? This guy has like a 97, QBR against the blitz, all right? He can step out of the pocket. He's not a stationary target, all right? Plus, I think it does help when you have Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. But, it's going to be difficult. The only reason I say difficult because he is facing Tom Brady, all right? The GOAT, all right? The greatest of all time. This guy has 6 Super Bowl rings, all right, and 9 tries. He's going into his 10th Super Bowl, all right. There are teams that haven't even been to no more than 1. This guy's already on his 10th, all right. This guy is a great entity, let alone himself, all right. And him going into the Super Bowl this Sunday against Patrick Mahomes is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. But there's a lot at stake for Tom Brady too. He goes into Sunday, all right. He has the ability now to be in the conversation of, this is just beyond football, all right? Who was a better champion? Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, or Tom Brady, all right? When it comes to team sports, that is a question that we're going to be asking ourselves. And if he wins, I mean, he's already now, the undisputed GOAT when it comes to NFL, all right, when it comes to football. But now if you bring him into that conversation, I mean, that is the holy grail. Regardless of the fact that he ended up losing in the Super Bowl against the Giants twice and the Eagles once. But I don't know. I mean, there is firepower on both ends of the football. And it's going to be close. It is going to be close. I'm not going to say that one team wins by a landslide over the other. But what I will say is it might come down to who makes the mistake first. Look what happened in that Super Bowl against the Eagles. Tom Brady had the ball, and then Brandon Graham ends up sacking him, causing a loose fumble. Eagles recovered. That's it. Game over. All right, game over. There's gonna be chances being taken in this ball game. All right. I'm not gonna say there's gonna be like a Philly special or anything like that, but I'm going to say that there is gonna be some chances. Tampa Bay's gonna have to take some chances. Reason why I say that their defense is because of the fact that who are you gonna try to cover? You're not gonna play Tyreek Hill on single coverage right there, man to man. He will blow past your corner every day of the week and twice on Sundays. All right, that is a fact right there. That is fact. There's no cap on that whatsoever. But you're gonna have to see. Are you gonna double up Tyreek Hill? Now, what happens with Travis Kelce? Do you double him up as well? All right. Then you got to worry about the factor of McCole Hardman. And after that, then comes Sammy Watkins. Then comes Pringle. All right. You also had Clyde Edwards-Helaire there too. So there is tons of options for Patrick Mahomes. So I can't imagine what these secondary coaches are thinking about. The cornerback coach, the defensive back coach, Todd Bowles. I wonder what's their game plan coming in on Sunday. You're gonna have, Jason Pierre-Paul. You're gonna have Patrick Mahomes having tons of options. Plus, with that being said, their defense. I mean, they're no slouches right there too. I can't imagine anybody else out there outside of this guy's parents. But I rave so much about Daniel Sorensen. This guy is so underrated. He doesn't get appreciated. Yes, the main focus that he was talk about is Tyrann Mathieu. But I think Daniel Sorensen is going to make a huge impact in the Super Bowl on Sunday. All right. So right then and there, it just shows that the Chiefs, have so much firepower. All right. But what's going to be the answer to, slowing down the Kansas City offense? Because you're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop it at all. It's going to come down to like Ndamukong Suh, Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul getting and Vita Vea getting in there and putting a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully that he makes a mistake and causes an interception or a fumble. That's what it's going to come down to. And if that happens, if you cause maybe 2 or 3, turnovers, then Tampa Bay's in good position, I would say, on trying to, capitalize on the moment and secure a Super Bowl win. Look, Tom Brady's going to get, his share of the load done, all right? He's in a lockdown on Scotty Miller, all right? He's going to have him in the slot. You're going to have Mike Evans on the left side. You're going to have Chris Godwin on the right side or in the slot. Antonio Brown on the far right. You also still have Cameron Brate. Remember, no O.J. Howard because he tore his Achilles. And you still have Rob Gronkowski with Ronald Jones in the back, with Leonard Fournette. Please don't say playoff Lenny, because if you do, we're going to have some problems. And what's it called? Mind you, you're going to have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive line fully healthy compared to Kansas City's. So I don't know. But I just feel like the stationary target that is Tom Brady is going to come back to bite him. I remember Steve Spagnuolo was the defensive coordinator in that 2007 Super Bowl run for the New York Giants, right? He had that NASCAR, style for that front line for the defensive end, led by Michael Strahan. Then you have O.C. Umenyiora. Then you had Justin Tuck, all right? I don't know. If Tom Brady gets sacked 2 times and he gets pressured, it might be curtains. It might be lights out for the dream of getting a 7th ring. Look, I think the greatest thing that could have happened for Patrick Mahomes was the fact that he lost against Tom Brady 2 years ago in the AFC Championship game. It taught him how, that loss taught him what he needs to do to get a win. Now, they faced each other earlier in the week. I think it was week 12. And Tyreek Hill had a phenomenal game in the first quarter. He had over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, did a couple backflips, was acting disrespectful by all means. But let's see what Tampa does, to fix up what they ended up doing wrong in that Week 12 matchup. Do the Kansas City Chiefs make adjustments? All right, considering that they ended up winning, who knows? But at the end of the day, I have my score, and I think it's going to come down to 38-32 Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes repeats as Super Bowl MVP and as a Super Bowl champ, back-to-back years. I just think I think we're in the Patrick Mahomes era. I think Tom Brady is gonna be, his feathers are gonna ruffle. I think he's gonna be, hit a couple of times and it's gonna knock him off his game. Similar contrast to what happened in 2007 and 2011 when he ended up facing the New York Football Giants. I just think that history is going to repeat itself, and I just don't think that Tom Brady's going to be able to get it done this time against this loaded of an offense led by Big Red Andy Reid. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in for First and Goal. I'm your host, Flavo Ariana, and this was the Super Bowl preview show, Super Bowl 55. And tune in on Sunday at 6:30 on CBS. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers live from Tampa Bay. All right. So then, guys, see ya and have a good one. Peace, guys.